So, Milwaukee lost 120 to 102 tonight. The series is even at 2. It appears that I have gotten a little bit overconfident in this series, and probably one of my worst memories as a sports fan is when Morgan Burnett intercepted Russell Wilson at midfield with about 4 minutes left in the NFC Championship game, and I yelled out, "We're going to the Super Bowl." Score was 19-7 at the time. I never explicitly said the series was over in favor of the Bucks, but I certainly hinted at it a lot, both on Twitter and in my videos. It's not over. And, the Bucks just didn't give any effort tonight. They just didn't. There was no effort to be had, especially on the defensive end of the court. They're just I'm looking at the team stats, team stacked up. The Raptors outplayed the Bucks slightly. They didn't, when you just look at the team stats, 3-point percentage, field goal percentage, turnovers, rebounds. The Raptors slightly outplayed the Bucks, but it was still pretty even. What won this game for the Raptors was them getting 47 bench points to Milwaukee's 23. That was one area where I thought the Bucks just would not lose. The Bucks bench has been amazing in the playoffs, and they did not really show up tonight. And the Raptors bench did. Ibaka, Van Vliet, Powell. What is Powell shooting against us career-wise against Milwaukee in the playoffs? It's got to be something like 70 or 75% from three. The dude doesn't miss against the Bucks. But of course, it didn't help that we left him wide open every goddamn time he had the fucking ball. I swear to God, dude, this series felt over after Game 2. We had these guys at the motherfucking throat, and we couldn't put them away. We could have won one game in Toronto. We could have won the double overtime game a couple nights ago, or we could have won tonight. We won neither. Now, yeah, it's a best of 3 and you have 2 at home. But the Raptors have all the confidence you could possibly have. They got their bench to score 47 points. We thought the bench thing was always going to be Milwaukee. The only way anyone ever thought Toronto was going to win this series was by Kawhi going off. Kawhi played like a guy who was hobbled tonight, and he was injured. His leg is injured. And the rest of the Raptors picked him up. No one expected that. Certainly not me, and I guess I have to give the Raptors credit. I really do, yeah. Siakam didn't play very well, but the rest of the Raptors did. And like I said, I have to give the Raptors credit, but nobody saw this coming. And why does this happen? Because Milwaukee didn't play hard. They didn't play hard tonight. They played like they thought they had the series in the bag, and they didn't. They were playing lazy defense. They were sloppy with the ball, and they let their Raptors bench outscore them by 25. That's where the game was lost. And, I mean, when the Raptors were able to get productive minutes off the bench when Kawhi is on the bench, that's a death sentence, even for a team as good as Milwaukee. You have to win those minutes when Kawhi is off the floor, and the Bucks did not. Every time it felt like towards the end the Bucks might have made a comeback or made something happen, the Bucks let up a big 3 or an open shot or a dunk or something that hyped up the crowd and got everybody into it. Man, I've been a Wisconsin sports fan for so long. And so many times I have seen my team on the very, very brink of it. But I haven't seen them always get there, with one exception, the Packers in 2010. I guess I could say the Badgers in 2015, but then again, I'm not a huge Badger basketball fan as much as I am the other sports. But, I mean, how many times? 2011 NLCS, lost that. 2014 NFC Championship, lost that. 2016 NFC Championship, lost that. 2018 NLCS, lost that. And now here we are in the conference finals. Are we really about to lose on the brink of the NBA Finals? On the brink of playing for a world championship again? Man, this state gives me so much to root for. But I just want to see him finish for once. Just once. Just once in my life. So much disappointment. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in these next 3 games. I don't know if Milwaukee's going to come out and win the next 2 in decisive fashion, or if they're going to get blown out in both of them, or if they're going to lose close heartbreakers, or what. But I do know they have to win Game 5 because they can't go to Toronto as in a 3-2 deficit. They had this team, they had the Raptors with their backs against the wall. They had them pinned against the wall, knife coming towards their throat. What happened? It's like that overtime game just like took everything out of this team. Like they just were like, man, I ain't dealing with this shit anymore. We're not going to play. We're not going to try as hard in Toronto. We're going to save our energy for the best of 3. I mean, if that's the case, I don't like it at all. I guess I can kind of see where they're coming from, but I mean, shit, it's raining. Fuck. Well, they got to win 2 out of the next 3. If they can, they're going to the NBA Finals. If they can't, then it's just another addition to a long line of incredible disappointments by Wisconsin sports teams. See you guys next time. Don't forget to fear the deer.